kufikisha mswada mbele ya mahakama hiyo, huku akipinga uhalali wa BBI na kusema kwamba, hebu tusikize video hiyo ambayo inatukujia
10 months later, and even after it was justified as being urgent, and every judge that has had this matter, 3 of them, have all noted that it raises serious constitutional issues, you know, but none of them has had the bravery or even the professional courage to just listen to this matter and determine it. Number 3, the orders that were made, the orders, what has happened today in this court is actually, for me, I find it completely unprofessional, because in the normal order of things, you can only make orders in one case to affect another case only if those 2 cases were consolidated. These cases have never been consolidated at all. So there is no way orders in one particular case, even if they raise similar issues, but they are not identical. It's not the same. Similarity is not necessarily sameness or equalness. So those are totally different. They are plain English words. So if you make an order in one case, then you cannot say these orders, let them also affect the other case. Yet, even though they are targeting the same person, 2 people can sue me as a Kura court. You can sue me. Another person can sue me. And maybe we raise similar things. But unless our cases are consolidated against the person of me, then those orders cannot, orders in one particular case cannot affect, another case. So that's why I'm saying, I think we are probably chasing the wind here. Maybe this is just an academic exercise, and maybe that is the intention eventually, to make this very academic exercise, because it does not make sense to me that 3 judges, senior in legal practice, and will say that 10 months later this case raises serious constitutional issues. You know, let's hear them on priority basis. I think that was one of the orders. And then 10 months later you're not listening. And then we talk about efficiency in the judiciary. I'm afraid.
You seem to be losing hope. Does it mean that you're thinking or rethinking of withdrawing the case?
I will never withdraw this case, even if it is for purposes of just creating jurisprudence. We must be heard. I think the only problem right now you can see is who will hear us. Because it looks like the judiciary, in my view, is abdicating its role, its constitutional role, or its judicial authority. Because we know the members of this bench, all of them at one point or the other have had this case. You know, the doctrine of necessity, even in judicial matters, dictates that somebody has to. We believe the judges are very professional, and there shouldn't be no fear. Justice Weldon Korir has before even made a very bold decision when he was asked that let's empanel this matter, and he said, "Listen, I'm a judge of the High Court. I've got the same capability to determine a matter just the same way 3 or 4 judges will do it." And that was a bold step, and we have faith in that. But now to keep on taking us round and round, the same bench, same judges who have had it, for me, I think there is a level of, I don't know what best to describe it. It is almost not difficult to actually piece this together and say, if you have appeared as a judiciary before the same body that we are challenging, is it not time we just say that the judiciary is compromised, is conflicted? Because they justify BBI. We are saying BBI is unconstitutional, it's amorphous, directionless. Those are all pleaded.
But where do you think the interference is coming from?
Well,